Hello and welcome to Fix64. I'm Darren Hadley, and today TerraMaster sent me over another cool little NAS to look at. It's an all SSD compact and lightweight 4-bay NAS. I'm going to unbox it real quick, cover some of its features, and then set it up like the beginner of a NAS that I am. I can't wait to try it out. Compact and quiet. I believe it. All SSD. Okay, so there's the quick install, limited warranty, that information. Wow, that is light and small. I do not want to drop it. Oop. Looks like they had a couple of the screws inside and loose during shipping. Oh yeah, they're thumb screws. And I'm sure this, yeah, network, Ethernet cable, I mean. Standard AC adapter. And then here's one of the thumb screws. I'll have to figure out where that one is. This thing is teeny. I'm thinking all I do is unscrew the back here. Yeah, I'd probably better read up on that. Oh wait, no, I feel it sliding. Cool. No, it's that easy. There's those. Yeah, see, they were the thumb screws for the SSDs. Very cool. Little tiny thing. And there's some fans. Silent fans. There's a 5 gigabit Ethernet, HDMI, 2 USB 3.2 10 gigabit per second, reset, and USB-C, and of course the DC in. There is an 8 gigabyte RAM, DDR5, 4200 megahertz, I believe. And this is where our processor is, of course. So what am I going to do first? These are PCI 3.0, and all I could find is like 2 4.0 SSD drives because I'm still moving and I can't find anything. And these are 2 terabytes each. And so I'll just throw these in for now because I don't have anything else available. All right, let's get to installing those. Oh, yeah, I love the tool-free design it's got. I mean, I just popped this thumb screw and everything was accessible. Each slot can hold 8 terabyte SSDs for a total of 32 terabytes in a palm-sized storage. I really like that because, yeah, some of those, the bigger ones, like with the 3.5-inch drives, they freaking get heavy. And anyway, this thing has an N95 quad-core CPU with 4 threads and 4 cores, 8 gigabytes of DDR5, which I've already showed, and of course the 5 gigabit per second Ethernet for better network bandwidth. Oh, there it is. And then it also has a convection cooling design and these 2 whisper quiet fans. So it ought to stay nice and cool and be quiet. Okay, so yeah, the 2 that the screws came out, I'll just use those. Hopefully there's no order I have to do this in for the drives to show up or anything. Completely toolless. That was simple. Then there, it looks like the fans cool right over it, and there's plenty of room between that and the case. One of these days I will unpack everything and find everything. Okay, let's... how did that go? Oh, okay. Slides right into the case like so. Replace the thumb screw. And we have ourselves a little NAS. It's like cute. It's like a little baby NAS. There's the on and off button on top. Okay, let's take this over to the new test desk area and plug it into the network, and we will set it up for the first time. Okay, here we are. I've got the NAS set up, and now I need to, I think I'll download the TNAS app onto my iPad, and we'll try that. Okay, it looks like it's more of an iPhone app. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the I'll turn on the power button to the NAS system. Let it boot up for a second. Now this is the iOS version, and it's more of in a phone format. So we'll go through a quick setup on that. And where it's on the iPad, I can have a little bigger screen to show you. But I believe they have a PC app also to set it up. I am just in a mess, and I don't have all my computers set up or anything yet either. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Oh, okay, there we go. Yes, I want to continue disk 1 and disk 2. Good, so I did it in the right order. All right, looks like we're halfway there. Here we go, final countdown. Okay, I went to the IP address and we are ready to set it up. I guess I'll just call it TNAS, TNAS SSD TNASD. I'll just call it SSD, yeah. And then fix 64, and there goes my dog. And then I'll just come up with a silly password, like password. I guess I needed some other characters. Making this complicated. About password 123. Better not forget that. Okay, fix 64 darren@gmail.com. And the code. Oh, that's a different code. Okay. And as you can see, this is fairly straightforward in setting up. Password strength risky. No way. Password 123? That's not risky. Uh-oh. Looks like I did something wrong. Okay, let's look at the storage pool. 1.85 terabytes. It's in the T-RAID. Got a fixed arrow and a silicon power. Everything running normal. Disk, the F4 SSD, device name SSD, and 2 M.2s out of 4. All right, here's more of the control panel. So yeah, you can do all your disk stuff here. Set up a remote folder. Resource monitor. So yeah, you got all your control panel stuff in there. It's kind of weird on the iPad. Sorry about this. I do not have anything set up yet. I do have, well, now I gave my MacBook Neo to my son. So yeah, I don't have anything right now. I actually sold my editing machines and I'm getting another one on Tuesday. Yep, I'm kind of out of everything right now. There's the security advisor, file manager. Click on Fix 64, and there's the folder for that, and a public one. Here are apps. Got backup, control panel, app center, Docker, Jellyfin. yeah, this would make an ideal little media server. I mean, for Jellyfin Plex, very cool. Let me hone in on those. Here's your backup area. Lots of different backup solutions. Oh yeah, we've already done control panel. And here's like the app store. So you have Cloud Sync, TPC backup, or your usual things, Duple backup vault, Docker surveillance manager, TNAS PC for Linux, TNAS PC for Windows, USB copier, all kinds of useful things. And there's the community app. And yeah, I mean, it's limitless. All kinds of different apps. Very handy. I will install that. Sure, you can put all your Docker containers, all that. Yep. So yeah, and there is tech support. Very cool. So yeah, as you can see, it's easy to, right from the beginning, to take it out of the box, put some SSDs in, tool free. It initializes through the app easily. Go to the, find out the IP address, go to it. Everything's right there at your fingertips. Very simple to get up and running. Another thing, it showed right up in my router settings as TNAS. So right then I knew which, IP address I had to go to, which made it really simple. Yes, I wish I had a computer going. It would be a lot easier than zooming in and out of this iPad. But yeah, as you can see, it has all of TOS's handy tools and everything. And this runs TOS 6, by the way. But yeah, the machine's very snappy. It's really tiny, really easy to get going, and I can already start using it. So yes, I highly recommend this little unit. Plus, it's whisper quiet. I mean, I've been using it and I can't hear it. All I can hear is my router below it. Okay, and say you're on your phone or something, this is how easy it is to get going on that. I just plug in, once again, the IP, and it should take me to, yes, username and password. Password 123, most advanced password in history. But yeah, here's everything right here too. Here's a share folder, recents. You can upload your photos, videos, music, documents, all of that. You can go in here. You have settings. You can index your media. Here's the public shared folder. So yeah, you have options of that too. And files. Yeah, so if I want to add a new folder in there, documents, can make that. And then, yeah, I can save things to that, which I don't want to do right now. Music, see what else? Yeah, volume, still synchronizing. Overview, running smoothly. See, the fans are spinning right now. I can get on that. CPU, the disks are a little warm because it's synchronizing, of course. But yeah, there's all kinds of things this thing can do. And I mean, you have mobile access, which is great. It's always good. It all looks pretty straightforward. I need to learn TOS 6, of course. I don't know much about it. I did do another review on a TerraMaster, and yeah, it was about the same type of interface, and they put together a really nice little OS here. But anyway, maybe I'll make a follow-up to this video showing a little more of what I learned, and we'll go from there. I'd like to thank TerraMaster for sending this to me to play with. It's been really awesome. Very easy to set up. Highly recommended. Very quiet. Great for a media server. Maybe I'll make this my Plex server when I can afford some SSDs, that is. Anyway, I'd also like to thank my viewers and subscribers. And if you like this sort of thing, please click the like and subscribe buttons. And if you want to know when my next one's out, which I have a couple of mini PCs coming in the near future, please click the bell button. So I will see you all in the next one. Thank you.